Alrighty. Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I'm gonna make this video a lot shorter than the last one. And this video's purpose is to help you all understand the three different types of thermal energy transfers: conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay. Keep in mind, conduction has that U in it, so that connects with our word touch. If it's ever touching, it's conduction. So in the morning, I take a shower. I'm like, dang, I'm hot. Okay. I transfer of energy. So convection is a current. If it's ever talking about something going up and something going down, like in a fire or in an oven, you don't want your food cooked on one side, right? You want every side of it cooked. Like you put your chicken in there, your turkey, you pull it out, you want the whole thing cooked. You don't want just one side. And that's because to get that, you use convection, so you transfer energy around the turkey or around the chicken. And the last one is radiation. Radiation is like the sun. You don't feel the sun from all angles. If you go outside and the sun is rising, you're going to feel it just on that side of your face. Okay. Or if it's later in the day, you'll feel it on the opposite side. But you only feel that energy from one direction. Radiation is waves, or a transfer of energy through waves or through the air. Two things that are not touching. So let's keep that in mind as we approach the activity. Now, I have it zoomed in for us and on this slide, but your first section says read the comic to determine which type of thermal energy transfer is shown by the picture. On here, I'm going to drag my answer to the correct box. For you all, you can just write your answer in. I think yours looks a little something like this. Okay. Right here, you can just write your answers in, but I'm going to drag them in just so for the sake of this video. You know what I mean? So it's easier to see. So, radiation. It says, hey, Duke, that fire sure does feel good. They're not actually touching the fire, right? That would be conduction. With that U in there, if it touches, it's conduction. They're not touching. It's the last one. They're feeling the waves of the heat without touching. That's radiation. It's like the sun. The sun's rays, that little R, rays, radiation. Okay. So I'm going to drag that to radiation, or drag that radiation over here. And this next one, speaking of touch, it says, ouch, that poker's too hot to hold with my bare hands. So for those of you who don't have a fireplace or never used a fireplace, you have to poke the fire to get it, make sure it's nice and kindled or nice and warm and nice and going. It looks a good fire, okay? Well, you have to touch the rod or the poker. And if you have one that's wrong material or too short, or if you're not wearing protective gear, you're going to get burned because of conduction. So remember that little U right there. So I'm going to grab conduction, bring it down. And then the last one, obviously, there's no other choice, is going to be convection. But I want to highlight that he wants to turn the fan on. He says, I'll turn on the fan. Because you see Duke, whenever dog puts that tongue out, they're hot. They need to cool down. And so Duke, he's like, I'll turn the fan on. And he circulates the air. So the cold air goes down and the hot air goes up and it circulates around the room, or it does a current around the room. That's called convection. Use that information, ladies and gents, to do your whole assignment. On the afterwards, you're going to see pictures of like fire roasting marshmallows, of another fireplace for firefighters, and you need to state what type of example that is. If it's a convection example, a conduction example, or a radiation example, and why you know that. I know because what? On the back of your paper, you'll see two multiple choice questions. Read and answer them. You guys got this. Have a fantastic day. These are going to be turned into me. I will see these, okay? So make sure you work hard on them, do the right thing. See you in class, or Miss Leck will see you in class if you have Miss Leck, okay? Take care.